So on Tuesday, we talked about the biggest winners from the Cowboys coaching hires under the Brian Schottenheimer era. But now it is time to talk about the losers, and that might include Micah Parsons. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Mauricio Rodriguez here at A to Z Sports Dallas. So there's a new coaching staff in town led by Brian Schottenheimer. And I will say, I love the hires that have been made so far. However, not every coach benefits every player. And here are three players that I believe their stocks are going down based on Schottenheimer's coaching hires so far. The top name on the list for me is Mazi Smith. Now, I hate to say it because I really wish Mazi Smith turns his career around and becomes a quality nose tackle for the Cowboys, but I'm just not sure the shift to Matt Eberflus scheme will benefit him. The reason why I say that is when Mazi Smith was drafted in the first round by the Cowboys, I couldn't help but think this is what will allow the Cowboys to run two gap defense or one gap and a half defense. That essentially means that instead of attacking one gap, Mazi was going to attack players. He was going to control defenders and react to the play, and thus bolstering the run defense. But with Eberflus, it will be a more aggressive front because he needs to rush the passer with four men since he rarely blitzes. Now, that implies that Mazi Smith is going to need a better get-off speed. He's going to have to be more aggressive attacking his gap. And I'm not sure that aligns with the strengths of Mazi Smith. Overall, I think the shift to a one-gap defense does not benefit Smith a whole lot. Now, also on the list is Micah Parsons, but I got to give you a disclaimer first. I think Micah is coaching staff proof. I think he will remain on the conversation to be defensive player of the year. I think he will remain one of the best players, period, in the entire league. But I am concerned. And the reason is Eberflus rarely blitzes. Now, the reason why that concerns me is that they might ask Parsons to live a more difficult life in the edge. Under Mike Zimmer and Dan Quinn, the Cowboys often used blitzes to generate one-on-one matchups. Sometimes they even managed to isolate Parsons on the center, the guard, the left tackle, the right tackle, whoever happened to be the weakest link on the opposing offensive line. But if you're staying honest and you're always rushing with four, then you can expect many more double teams versus Micah Parsons, especially if there is no proven defensive end on the opposite side. And with DeMarcus Lawrence potentially hitting free agency, that might be an issue for Dallas. So again, I don't expect Parsons' level of play to drop down, but I do wonder if Eberflus is going to adjust his ways to generate more one-on-one matchups for his best player, because he didn't do that in Indianapolis. He didn't do that in Chicago either. Now, for the third loser on the list, I'm going to cheat a little bit and talk about a position group instead of a single player. But before I do that, let me talk to you about our friends over at Texas Card House, where the thrill of the game meets the excitement of the community. If you like poker, whether you're a veteran or a rookie, you will get the perfect blend of luxury, sophistication, and camaraderie over at Texas Card House in any of their 6 Texas locations. But if you visit the Dallas or Las Colinas venues and mention A to Z Sports, you will get a free month of membership plus 2 free hours to play poker. So check them out over at Texas Card House. The position group I'm talking about is the defensive backs. Now, this is not throwing shade at Andrew Curtis, the new passing game coordinator, nor to David Overstreet, the new secondary coach. But the facts are the Cowboys lost one of the best position groups in the NFL in Al Harris, who ended up leaving for Chicago. And they also lost assistant defensive backs coach Christian Garcia, who is going to Arizona. According to various reports, the Cowboys wanted Al Harris back. They wanted Christian Garcia back. So fair is fair. And we should be questioning if the new coaching staff is going to live up to the hype that surrounded the Cowboys defensive backs coaching staff in the past. A big positive here is that the Cowboys do have Trevon Diggs, they do have Deron Bland, and they might re-sign Jordan Lewis. Please re-sign Jordan Lewis. So they have the horses to overcome these coaching losses. But to me, those are 3 losers from the new Cowboys coaching staff, and I'll see you again very soon.